Clarity, here to bring you another collective energy reading. I hope all is well with you. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section or the chat. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. Note that like, sharing, and subscribing are energetic donations to the channel and are much appreciated. So let's get this thing started, y'all. Let's get this thing cracking lucky. So, hope you looked at the thumbnail and was able to read it before the message. That was a quick little let you know what your person isn't. So we're gonna get into what's going on with your person now. All right, so we starting off with the tea leaf. Then we're gonna move on over to tarot and hit you with another oracle. Sorry I missed y'all. Had long days. Had a trunk or treat tonight. It was pretty cool too. Lots of families. Well over 200 people. Maybe 3. Peace, peace. What's going on? What's going on? All right. Let's get it cracking. And let's just get started. All right, Spirit. Give me a message for the collective. What they need to know. Pleasure with a close friend. That's in the past energy. I don't know if you're in a friend zone type situation or a situationship. Tell me more. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. You better watch them pockets. Tell me more. Seek out information that will help you. Yeah, somebody, a lot of people, as we know in the world, are going through a financial pinch when your money is funny. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes there's ways to prevent that from happening. So re-strategize, ask for help, get support, whatever it is that you need to do for your money. Maybe your close friend is helpful in that way. So don't be opposed to support because it'll help you with your situation. Tell me more. Romance, celebration, party. That's a challenge and a lesson. Well, as we move through this holiday season, we will be experiencing the lack of joy and holiday fun. You know what I mean? Like no more fa la 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 this season, because a lot of people are going to be holding on to their money to feed their families. And if you are in the United States, please be careful. Please be careful in them stores, because right now it's crazy. All right. Oops, what's this say? Ink pot. Problems will be to be resolved. So some of y'all got some challenges. I'm telling you, the challenge is going to be, we might not have much of a holiday season. Like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe it. Our energetic donations to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified every time I come on. That way you don't miss the message. Peace, Joseph Quigley. Oh, that sounds like a name I've heard at Harry Potter. Quigley. Maybe I'm thinking Quidditch. But I like that name. Nice to meet you. Parker. Ooh, I can't say that name, but I don't want to mess it up. Hi. What's up, Life? What's up, Michelle? Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming. Make sure you hit that like. Go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. All right, let's continue with this message. Also, overall energy, bottom of the deck. Light-hearted, carefree time. Okay, listen. The first thing I heard when I pulled that card, the Spirit said, you cannot let everything bring you down. You're going to have to find the joy in something. Okay? And sometimes we're going to have to bring our joy to basic things. Right? So if it's just a small gathering or no gathering, hell, people have now come to the point where they don't want to go outside no more. They just want to be inside to appreciate the rent that they pay or the mortgage that they pay. Like they appreciating their four walls, their TV, their comfort, their, you know what I mean? Like it's down to the bare basics, but it's not a small thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that when money flows freely, you may take it for granted, but now it's a different feel, a different appreciation for it, you know? And I know personally, I more and more and more, I don't know. I'm a homebody, but I go outside when I have to. I go outside and do what I must. I'm a, what they call them, omnivert. I'm an extrovert and an introvert. I like being home, but I also go outside when necessary. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem talking to nobody. So I feel like that's where we at. And also, as we move into some tougher times, we're going to be more discerning and selective about those company that we keep, the people that we keep around us. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, we have to be more selective because peace, I feel like, is going to be the new commodity. Peace is going to be top tier for a lot of people. Even people that have been in a chaotic state, they want things to calm down. You got to focus on peace, right? Making your peace with a lot of situations, making your peace in your home. You know what I'm saying? Making your peace at your job, being appreciative of what you actually have and not stressing over what you don't. It's more of an acceptance energy. Excuse me. Sometimes I can't talk. Because here it says, take care or there will be a loss of money. So we cannot operate, I say we, but folks cannot operate in the way they used to. You got to take care and be more focused about how you spend your money. Also, it says seek out information that will help. Now is the time to barter. Now is the time to network. You know what I'm saying? If you saw the movie Sinners, that's the first thing that comes to mind. During that movie, if you notice, there was a lot of bartering in that movie going on. People were, exchanging goods. It wasn't always about the cash in their hand. It was about, you do this solid for me, I'll do that solid for you. You know what I'm saying? And people worked together. It was a community thing. We are going to have to naturally get back to that due to what we're experiencing right now. And it says romance, celebration, and party. That's in a challenge position. We won't be partying like we used to. It's just not that type of year. Okay, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of barriers to being able to um have that freedom. It doesn't mean that we can't. There just will be more challenges, okay? And then we also have problems to be resolved. So there will be challenges, period. And lighthearted, carefree time. Oh, I feel like more of us want to be lighthearted and carefree because we have been inundated with breaking news, breaking fucking news. Every time you turn on, you can't turn on the TV or news. Hell, you can't even turn on social media or your phone. Cause like, listen, I don't have to look at social media. My phone pops up. I got an Apple phone, so I'm getting Apple News. It's always breaking news. I mean, I also, I'm glad I said that. Um, Prayers to my people in Jamaica because Melissa is doing the most that has never happened before in the country of Jamaica. Now, I believe Cuba and Haiti might even be hit, but right now prayers up for Jamaica. They getting hit with 185 miles per hour winds, 30 was it 30 inches of rain in an hour. People, are stranded right now. I don't know what the death toll is, and I pray it doesn't rise super high, but with, circumstances like this, we just don't know. You know what I mean? Um, I think it's down to a category 4, but that's no better. I mean, it is, but it ain't. You know what I mean? Because Gilbert was like a national history um, storm in the 80s, I think 88. And that was like devastating, but this is even worse. So, like I said, prayers to my Jamaican family, friends, the country, period. Like, they've never experienced something like this. And I don't think there was anything that could prepare them for this, not really. So there are problems to be resolved, but you know, I know for one thing, Jamaica is a strong nation. So, all right, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about Pleasure with a Close Friend. We got waiting for news package and a letter. I was in the past. Somebody was waiting on some information. Tell me more. We're waiting on communication. Oh, I'm waiting on the package. I don't know if it came. I gotta check. It could be here and I don't even know. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, and goals. See, this is the challenge for a lot of people. That love, money, or goals. There's a lot of people that are lost on this journey because they don't know what to do with themselves. And then there's also the lack of finances, resources, things like that. People are lacking. All right. And love. Love is significant. But see, that's where peace comes in. When you, I don't know, surrender. I guess the best way to say it is surrender. Um, Bad connections. You surrender chaos and conflict, destruction in your life. Petty people. When you can let all of that go, whatever that is, you gotta let that go. Walk away. Nothing it. You can resume or enter a state of peace in your life. And if you value that peace, you will not re-enter situations like that, and you will be protected. Tell me more, Spirit. Mm, 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 mm. A journey, either physical or mental. So this is going to take some people on a journey, or somebody's already on their journey, meaning there is travel involved, or it could just be um, this journey through life and where you're at right now, what this junction of life means for you. What choice are you making? What direction are you taking? What are your goals? I feel like somebody's lacking in that department. And so this, whatever's happening in your life is set up to teach you about, one, yourself, and two, mature you into what your next phase is going to be. A lot of times we don't know. And a lot of times we stick in situations like the thumbnail, dealing with people who discard us and don't bring us peace, and gaslight us and trouble us and all that stuff. And then we get distracted on our path. Like, what is our goal? A great book to get when you're trying to figure out what your next move might be would be The Alchemist. I saw what's his name, Pharrell, and I saw Will Smith talk about that book. So it prompted me to go ahead and get the book. This is years ago. I want to say in the early 2000s. So I read it, and it was a good read, good, and it's not long. It really makes you think about what you let get in your way, what you let become an obstacle for you that keeps you stuck or paused. Because you're not always stuck, right? But sometimes you feel like it. But it's more like a pause. Some things that you allow in your life can derail you from your goal or your purpose, you know what I'm saying, or your future. And maybe, it's times when there's people who don't want you to get beyond where they are, meaning like crabs in a barrel. They want to hold you back because they know you're going to be greater than whatever they have attempted to accomplish. Sometimes it's just somebody so distracting. It ain't even about you, it's about them, and that's it. And you having to let go of that grip that they have on you so that you can go be great. You take it how it resonates. It's not always the case, but for the most part, the spirit is saying, um, you gotta release those situations. They're not serving you. They're not healthy for you. They're not right. Okay, so tell me more. This is the older woman dealing in a relationship with an older woman. So whoever this is for, there's an older woman involved. Could be a mother, could be a grandmother, could be an auntie, could be a big sister. It could be an older friend, but it's an older woman that someone is dealing with. And there's romance, celebration, and no party. So it could be just somebody wanting to celebrate life, but there's a challenge. This could be like wanting to get to your grandmother, your mother, or this feminine energy, but they are distant from you. Spirit said they're away from you. Like you trying to get to there, it requires a physical journey. And maybe it's a journey that you have a challenge to get to. Perhaps somebody is trying to get to somebody by the holiday season. And now the holiday season is upon us, and it's becoming more and more of a strain. I don't know who that's for, but that's what I'm getting. Tell me more, Spirit. And then we got unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial change. So problems will be resolved. And it says use your intuition to make a beneficial change. Now, a lot of times we ignore that first mind that says do it this way. And then we be like, I don't want to do it that way. So in our mind, we go do something else. And then we wonder why it don't work. Because the first mind is the right mind. But a lot of times we hard-headed. And we got to go seek out some other means. And then we wonder why it just ain't working. We keep bumping our heads and, you know what I'm saying? We keep trying and it just can't get. Because Spirit said, I already told you what to do, but you're not listening. Whatever that is, Spirit already told you what to do, but you're not listening. So somebody is trying to take a journey toward an older female for whatever the reason is. Maybe to celebrate. It's given 3 of Cups, so it sounds like reunion, reconciliation type situation too. Or they just haven't. You know what it reminded me of? Oh, I remember reposting this not too long ago, but I didn't see his face, but it was a young man who I think he came 1,000 miles. I don't know if he drove, took a plane, whatever. He traveled 1,000 miles to get to it looked like his grandmother. And all you see is that he gets down on his knees and he just hugs her. You never see his face and you just see her hugging him. And she talking over him. I believe she might have even been praying over him. And you can tell by his body movements, he is very emotional, right? You could tell, like he might even be sobbing. I never saw the original, so I can't hear it, but you can see what's going on with him. It feels like that kind of energy. It feels like this person, whoever this resonates with, has been going through some challenges, and they just want whoever this older woman is. They want her. They want, if it's just a hug, that's all they need. They need it. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck, we got throne, position of authority. Yeah, I feel like that's the position of the older woman. It is given elder. You know what I'm saying? And she was sitting in a chair, not on a throne, but she was sitting in like one of them comfort chairs, like look like a recliner or a rocker. Well, the rocker recliner, if you know what I'm talking about, the cushy ones. And he needed that. This is what I feel like. All I could picture is that hug, them words, the prayer, to listen to her heartbeat. His head was damn near in her stomach, and she just hugged him. She just hugged him. She stroked his head. So I feel like somebody might have gone through something, because it seems as if they feel like they're lacking in love, money, or goals. I feel like somebody feels lost on this journey, and it's something, maybe it's the wisdom and the love and the nurture. Hell, they might not need her to say nothing, just hug them. That's the vibe I get. And it doesn't have to be a masculine that needs this. This is whoever it resonates for. So it could be a feminine. You want to go see your grandmama. You want to go see your mama. I feel like this is what somebody is experiencing right now. They're experiencing that I need that from somebody in particular. Hey, yeah, yep. I heard that she was praying. I just wish. Sometimes I want to see these videos without all that audio crap to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me hear what they talking about. I just want to hear it. What's going on, Carmen? How are you? I hope all is well with you. You was on my mind, but I was like, she be busy. I ain't gonna call her. Not right now, anyway. Because it was midday. But, yeah, so, man. Sometimes that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's all you need. What was that? I saw it. What was that? Car tried to flip out. No. Was that her? No. I don't know. Alright. Alright. Tell me more about this older woman in the challenge. Why is that in the challenge position though? I feel like it's distance with the carriage right next to it, but tell me more. It is a young man, a dark man, really. This is who misses grandma. Dealing or a relationship with a man with darker complexion or hair. I'm telling you, it's giving that video. He need her. Look at this with his chin strap beard. It looked like he took a piece of hair and wrapped it under his chin. I don't know what that's about. But this is a darker man, maybe darker complexion, somebody with either long or straight kind of hair. Doesn't have to be. But dark complexion or dark hair. And I just feel like there's something that they need, that the wisdom, that love, that connection, that motherly energy from that older woman. Oop, about to drop my cards. Alright, why is the unicorn here? What's the unicorn need to reveal with the intuition for the beneficial change? What is that? Oops, too many cards. Let's see. Situation and the balance that requires careful handling. So yeah, somebody needs to pay attention to their intuition, because whatever they got going on needs to be very delicately handled. Okay. I'm hearing one wrong move or one wrong word derails progress, whatever the progress is, or whatever the efforts. Somebody has to be very careful, but they also need to ask for help. That's here. Seek out information that will help them. Um, we live in the United States, and I can't speak for other countries because I'm not there. But we live in the United States in a very precarious situation when it comes to travel. One wrong move without your document or whatever is a cause for alarm and could cause problems. So I feel like whoever this is needs to I'm hearing pack light, but I don't think that's what it is. I think they need to pack right. Meaning they need to make sure that they have all their ducks in a row. Anything that's required of them, they should have available. And be careful that, those people that sound like blank T don't show up and antagonize people who don't need to be antagonized. If you get what I'm saying. I mean, nobody does, but you know what I mean. Like, It's so much. It's so much. Anyway, let me get the tarot on this. So much going on, y'all. Can't make you earn your check now, huh? The peaceful days is a wrap. Oh, let me warm up some more. Shoot. All right, Spirit, tell me more. One at a time, please. Okay. Yeah, this is what I told y'all. Whoever this is, this dark man, they feel lost on their journey. They feel like, and this is also bad news. So whatever happened in the past energy, whatever news that they were waiting on, it was bad news. Whatever package, whatever communication, it was bad news. And this person feels completely lost. Like they don't know which way to go, who to turn to, what to do for themselves. This is somebody that not necessarily codependent, just very directionally challenged. They don't know what direction to take life right now. They may have been very codependent on family or friends, saying for advice or whatever. But I think Spirit is saying now, this person has had a lot of bad news in their life, a lot of challenges. Tell me more. What you mean, how rude? This is a family situation, 10 of coins. And so there may be a loss of money in a family situation, some type of loss of money. Um, and also loss of connection, Spirit said. So there's some lacking in somebody's life, love, money, or goals. And this is what they desire the most. But this is coming from, I think, a bloodline family, not necessarily like your soul tribe is given bloodline, like it's tainted or something. It's lacking. It's lacking a lot. Tell me more, Spirit. Like they exist, they're in this person's life, but they're lacking a lot. Tell me about this carriage and this journey. I feel like somebody trying to get away from a family situation, but yeah. And then we got, remember earlier I said somebody's maturing? This will grow you up kind of stuff that might be going on. So, somebody's becoming the emperor. They know now. I mean, because I feel like says seek out information that will help you. Somebody's wisening up, realizing that they need to seek out information to help them, but they don't have all the answers. If this person was hyper independent, they're more mature now and realizing that no man is an island and they can't do it all by themselves. That's what I'm getting. Tell me more. Okay, yeah, and they feel defeated. So if somebody was playing games, causing trauma, drama, whatever, this person is defeated. That's the challenging lesson, or to get over what that is. But somebody is defeated from their ways. You know, um, not in my bloodline, but married into the family. I ain't gonna go into what side and all of that because I got people I know watch me. But I'm gonna just put it out there like this: there is a family through marriage situation where um one of the mothers has a daughter who's special needs but never been diagnosed, and I don't know why. Other than pride and ego, they just never got the child what she needed, right? So she's now a full-grown adult with children of her own, and she struggles to maintain anything, housing, jobs, or whatever. And she keeps producing children. I think she's produced maybe four. I think four. One passed, right? And interestingly enough, and disgustingly enough, her mother, who's a little younger than me, is jealous of anybody that offers this girl help. Um, so let's just say maybe grandma or an auntie or somebody like that lives far. I feel like the roadblock has been maybe a mother energy is what I'm getting. So she will, somebody will give her stuff for her kids, even if it's hand me down. She instantly jealous. And then she always tries to redirect this girl to situations that make no sense for her to do, like to uproot her family and put them here and take this job and do this thing. But she's not really trying to guide her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's really insidious how a parent of F you all the way up. And this girl happens to have children. So this is her grandchildren. She is jeopardizing, her child and her grandchildren. But every so often, I hear something about this woman doing that to her child, which is that shit crazy to me. To be honest with y'all, I don't understand how people will spin a child on their head and then let them pick the direction with no um when they lack common sense. But I'm feeling like this is not necessarily her situation, but it's a mother energy that's trying to derail somebody. Um, and this person is not derailed because now they're in their emperor energy, which means they're getting more disciplined, more mature, you know what I'm saying? More orderly, right? Because the masculine energy, especially the divine masculine, is more about, doing things the right way. So, in the hidden energy is like whatever was sent to destroy him is making him stronger, is what I'm getting. And maybe the guidance that he's seeking out is showing him the way, right? Whatever the way out of the situation, something is showing him the way. Uh huh. Tell me more, spirit. And whatever the situation was trying to defeat him from getting to somebody, maybe he just wants to visit this older woman for the holidays. That's not going to work because Five of Swords is in reverse. That'll be defeated, but that is a challenge. Like, it's still an obstacle currently, right? But this person is going to move with passion, with drive, with determination. Because the chariot don't even need reins to make the horses go and take them where they need to go. This person is like set, like their intentions are set. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like putting something in autopilot and just going with the flow. This person is like, yeah, nothing's about to get in my way. I haven't seen a reading like this in a minute. So, whatever distractions, whether this person distracting them is a parent or a soulmate of some sort, they're no longer able to do that. Like, they're not going to be able to hold this person back anymore. Okay, this is somebody who been through it, and don't want to go through it no more. That's what I'm getting. They've been there, done that, but don't want that no more. So with the passion of that overall energy, bottom of the deck. Yeah, star. Aquarius energy, but the star. So now there's hope. Now there's possibilities. Maybe hope was diminished in the past, but now it's here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what the other card was. Carefree time. Yeah, this person is looking upward and onward. Okay, they leaving their troubles behind. They lining their life up, or they're getting more disciplined. They're getting more focused, more structured. Um, yeah. Take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. But I feel like somebody came through and is coming through, not came through, is coming through very challenging circumstances that have probably taken financial resources from them, um, involved their family. Their family might have been the one taking financial resources from them. At one point, they were completely lost, but Spirit said they're maturing. And I feel like they're maturing through the challenges. So if this is your person, so to speak, this this person had to go through whatever they're going through right now in order for them to wake up and mature, in order for them to make a choice and choose a direction to take themselves in with the chariot energy. Problems to be resolved because there are issues, there are concerns. They might have legal issues, you know what I'm saying, housing issues, car trouble, whatever the case may be, you know, or just begging Peter to pay Paul type shit, you know, financial issues. This person has some concerns, you know. I feel like this is more on a not just financial but stability issue. Then this is about love. I'm not getting too much about love, other than maybe something to do with family. I'm not getting like a romance, if you will. It's not giving that. It's giving somebody needs to stabilize their life. You know what I mean? Pay more attention to what's going in and out their pocket, and or who's going in and out their pocket, where they want to be, and how they gonna get there. You know, if they were gaslighting or lying to themselves or being delulu in any way, I'm getting with the Five of Swords in reverse. The challenge is to wake up, not listen to lies anymore. You know what baffles me? It really baffles me when people, what's up, Lati? When people have liars in their midst, in their family, and you know that they lie, but you still want to validate the lie or invalidate it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like somebody's maturing past having to go back and forth with that. Somebody's sobering up to their reality. That's what I'm getting. Like, they have no choice but to wake up to what their true reality is. It's causing somebody to not just grow up but choose a direction. Like, this person could have been paused, you know, not stuck, but paused for a minute. Spirit said, it's all go now. Green light. Whatever that means for this person is a green light. Tell me more, Spirit. Lati, darling, how you been, boo? Hope you are well. Y'all visit, if you have, this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. In the meantime, also visit the Terrace in a Week show, the podcast. Give her a follow and a like. Okay, okay. Okay. Tell me more. Yeah, something is over. Whoever was lost, that's this whatever they came out of, it's done. It's done. It's finished. You know, it's the world cards, it's 22nd arcana, even though it says 21. And, you know, whatever they were lost about, whatever they were foggy about, whatever they were immature about, the Page of Coins, whatever the bad news is, it happened. So it's like, it's given almost 10 of Swords, like the worst could happen, where this position is in the previous energy. So whatever is over, it's over. It can't get no worse than that because it's finished. It's not giving that job well done. It's giving, let's put that to rest. You know, let's let that go. Let's put that in the past where it was. We're not going to dwell on that. Tell me more, Spirit, about the 10 of Coins. Tell me more. Ooh, damn, drop that. We got the High Priestess. She fell to the floor. Yeah, somebody seeing beyond the veil now. Damn, I can't pick it up. If you or this person, whoever this resonates for, you seeing past any lies, any deceit, anything that was holding you back, you see past it with the High Priestess, right? You might have been quiet, you might even been stoic about it, like, you know, it don't affect you, it don't affect you. But Spirit said you already know, and your intuition is stronger than you think. You just gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the unicorn is for, is requiring you to listen to your intuition. Don't take it for granted. That first thought is the best thought. That first thought will save your life. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. And I feel like somebody was forced into maturity with the four swords in reverse. I feel like force meaning life circumstances are so drastically different that they have no option but to mature. Like you, there's no. Uh, this person lacks the ability to keep themselves in a Peter Pan mindset. You might know somebody in a situation like that that's just forcing growth. They can't be ignorant and immature. Yeah, they gotta leave the nest. And it's a forced situation is what I'm getting. It feels very forced. It feels like slap, well, you know, with cold water in your face. Like, you can't deny this shit no more. You can't act like that no more. You can't do the same shit no more. Whatever that is, that's over. It's been over. It's past energy. So now there's nothing but maturity required, discipline required, consistency required, you know, for them to sustain themselves. All of that is required. Like I said, I'm not getting love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting love relationship. I'm getting somebody having to leave that cocoon, you know, whatever they call life, they got to leave that cocoon. And now they got to go into the world, but they literally got to make good choices. And I feel like it's kind of a flip of the switch, though, with the Four of Swords, because they didn't get to rest. This somebody might not have a childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they should have had a childhood, but they didn't quite have one. They were a child, of course, but maybe their level of responsibility was that of an adult, but now they don't get to rest and be a child. I don't know why. I'm just getting they don't get to be a child. They have to now woman up, man up, make big girl, big boy decisions, right? Wow. Yeah, could be kicked out because they don't. This person, it's a how. I feel like it's a housing issue too because what's this say here? Journey, either physical or mental. I feel like the journey is physical and mental. They have to get out, and now they're going out into the world. They gotta mature. They gotta make good decisions. But also, Spirit said they have to seek out information that would be helpful. Part of being an adult is learning when to ask for help, and or going to the right people for that help, and not just sitting and making the same decisions over and over again because you have limited knowledge within yourself. It's like that's why you go out and you ask for help. Somebody better go ask for some help. And if they got a housing situation, they better before they end up in one of them shelters type thing. That's gonna be real hard soon, you know. And like I started off the reading telling y'all, like a lot of people just want the peace of their four walls where they pay their rent, where they pay their mortgage at. They, you know what? I'm gonna just enjoy this mortgage. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this rent that I pay. I'm not gonna be out in them streets like that. People are buying food and eating in. The restaurant industry is hurting right now because people have decided like I can't pay that no more. It's not convenient enough. It's costing me too much. I gotta make decisions between gas and food or this bill or that bill. Or, you know what I'm saying? Shit is changing. You said slammed out the nest. Yeah, with the big boot. But this person is going forward. They struggling with money. So whoever this is struggling with losses, challenge and lesson with the Ace of Pentacles. And that's coming from being a little directionless. So Spirit is saying this person needs to hone in. But it looks like they will with the Chariot here. Is giving somebody finds their purpose or their goals or whatever their passion is to go forward. They're finding it. They're definitely finding it. Or they just ain't got no choice. Tell me more. This person may have a car. You know, the Chariot is definitely some wheels. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. Somebody's learning the lesson of equal give and take, or the lack of equal give and take. You know, when you get out in the world as an adult, I would say now more than before. So my generation, I was able to survive initially on a part-time job, pay rent and eat, when I was in college, and still take college classes. I worked two jobs, two part-time jobs, so that made me a full-timer. I had money, not money in the bank, but I was able to pay my my bills, my electricity, and my I scratched myself. My electricity and my rent. So I was housed, and I wasn't stressed about being housed. And I was able to buy food. Right? We're not in that day and age right now. And I feel like some people, more so, I want to say generation, was it X? Yes. What am I, Z? No, Generation Z. They don't, they're so much in their feelings that they kind of take a lot for granted. If that makes sense, I feel like between the Generation X and the millennials that are raising Generation Z, they don't have the same level of understanding of harshness, if that makes sense. Right? So maybe if this person was like, I don't know, selfish in the past, this person is less selfish. They may be Generation Z, or they could be, I'm getting millennial kind of, so just somebody on the cusp of that younger generation that could not appreciate what they may have had. So now they dealing with what they can get with the six coins. They might be sleeping in the car if they got one. It's given that there. It's almost like I'm gonna take whatever I can get. Because if you look at these pinnacles, they're all different sizes. None of them are of equal size, right? And then the Ace of Pentacles are in reverse. So it's given as somebody's challenge with their stability, their challenge financially, and it doesn't help whatever is going on with the family situation. It is not helping. What's the bottom of the deck? And the Lover's card. So they're making a choice now. I'll put that. Somebody's making a choice. I feel like they already made the choice, but we got the 6 to the 7. So they're making a choice with the Lovers and the Chariot. I feel like somebody knows, though, with the my nose itching, so I'm hitting on something. I'm getting that somebody knows that their choices that they're making are making a significant impact in their life, how they live their life, what they need to do with their life. And they may have to accept less than what they want. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So it's like maybe somebody who, if they had let's just say they had a big ego, and they only took certain jobs. Now they're like, you know what? They open to some other things that may have not have thought of. Hell, I'll work in the neighborhood if I got to. You know what I'm saying? Or I won't. I can't. Let's just say they wanted to be, I don't know. How could I put it? Oh, like they wanted to be, I don't know why, like a mechanical engineer, or no, a civil engineer. I don't know why that's coming to me. Let's just say they wanted to be the civil engineer, but they don't have the skill set for the civil engineer. Well, they'll accept standing there with the road signs that says stop and go. They make good money. It ain't the money they want to make, but they'll take what they can based on their skill level, is what I'm hearing. It's like somebody maturing that they can't have everything they want in the way that they want. Also that they've experienced a lot of loss, so they need to be appreciative of what they can get with the 6 of coins. Not that they always are, but they really don't have a choice. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like somebody being humbled in some kind of way. Y'all take it how it resonates. And this person is having a hard time moving in a direction that they should go. This this person has been paused. I don't say stuck right now. Not this particular reading, but I feel like there's been a pause in somebody's life. Like something slowed them down. Um, they have felt stuck, but they were slowed down for sure. All right, let's read repair, revolution, growth. Because I'm not getting love relationship, but you take it how it resonates. It could be a love relationship. And somebody got kicked out of a house, or I don't know, but he's giving, I'm giving family, even if it's a friendly tribal situation, like, you know, it's familiar. It's giving family. All right, tell me more. Inflexible and change. Yeah, you or the person involved are set in ways that are impeding growth. Here's the pause, right? Be more open minded. Well, I say they have to be more open minded. They're going to have to accept things they weren't considering, and see the other person's point of view, or to expand your perspective in a healthy. Oftentimes, being too rigid masks the problem that causes imbalance and unrest. This person is unrest with the four swords in reverse. Flexibility is needed to create flow. So somebody is having to learn, and maturity every day. You can't be stubborn. You have to be flexible. You have to be willing to ask for help. And that's what's happening in the hidden energy. Somebody's starting to understand whatever that means. Tell me more, Spirit. This also could be a problematic, Spirit said, a problematic um mother-son situation with the older woman and the younger man. But it's our dark man is given like a mama's boy. I just heard a what you call it, one of them strawberry letters today, where the man, now mind you, this ain't about love, but the woman wrote in saying that the man had a very tight relationship with his mother, but it was impeding into their relationship. They even take vacations together, get massages together, all kind of stuff. And I mean, they got engaged, but they're not married yet. And he started to include her in their outings. So now they're all together. She's starting. The mother's helping with the wedding, but she don't really care for the girl that much. The girl don't really care for her because he won't stop clinging to his mother. Um, and Steve Harvey said this, which I could appreciate. And I'm not one of his biggest fans, but I do listen to the radio station. Anyway, he said, women have to stop collecting red flags and putting them in the trunk of their car and just holding on to them. He said, take them red flags and toss that shit on the side of the road and keep it fucking moving, right? And I applaud him on that, which is the truth, because that whoever it was in the reading, I'm sorry, reading in the letter, he said she had there was an open confrontation between her and the mother, where they kind of aired out their grievances, but he kind of like nudged her, like, don't go too far with my mom. So she said what she said, but I don't think it was, he claimed she went too far, but she felt like she didn't go far enough. And he basically said her attitude with his mother would impact his decision to get married. So this person could have somebody, if the mother energy could be impacting their choice, or Spirit said they need some type of blessing from this elder energy, whether it's a grandmother or mother. They need a blessing from them to proceed. Kiki, I'm not into bad child. I know that's right, but they exist. You know, the mama's boy that just can't get right. Always put their mother first. Will cleave to her, and she wanted to know, will he always, should she get married or something like that, or will he always put the mother first? And Steve was like, hell yeah, and he was right. He's right. Yes, if a man tells you, to my feminine energies, that they mama is off limits, like you can't criticize her, even if she wrong, and basically they gonna side with her over you any given day, run. That any man that thinks like that about their mother, to the point where uh it causes an imbalance in their romantic relationship, is not, they don't want a relationship. They want to stay married to their mama, and you are just somebody convenient, and things will never go your way because they already declared that their mama is above everybody. And I want to clarify that to say there is nothing wrong with honoring thy mother or thy father, right? But I do believe, and I'm not a big Bible thumper or nothing like that, but when they talk about cleaving to your spouse, you put childish things behind you, meaning you're no longer about, it's not about you being a child now that you get married. When you get married, you're supposed to put your spouse first. You support your parents if you can, but you put your spouse first, and you don't let your parents make decisions for you anymore. You can go get advice, but they don't have the final word. And this guy was given his mama's opinion of his fiance, would give him the final word. That is grounds for cut loose and run. Run with your life, whatever you got left of it, because that person ain't for you. I don't know why I had to tell y'all that, but take it how it resonate. Tell me more, Spirit. Letting go. And you know what? I was looking at the world card and I was saying, Spirit, let me know what that world card is. It says letting go and resistance. It says this cycle has ended, and it's time to let go to experience new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for the situation, to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change is necessary in this situation. Yeah. So the world card said that Spirit ended it for you, or you ended a situation by choice, but there's an ending and a mutual understanding of that ending. Like you are clear. Certain things are so over you can't go back to it. All right. Tell me more about the High Priestess energy, Spirit. It says spiritual guidance, co-creation. Your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and to help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation, asking for a sign, are a great way to deepen your connection. Now, remember I said to y'all, oh, well, whoever was here, right? So a long time ago, I said to y'all about programming with your spirit guides. And you're not literally programmed, but you are. It's kind of like you are. But it's like assign a symbol. You know what I'm saying? Assign a symbol to your spirit guide. So when they show you that thing, you know, one, it's not a coincidence or just a happening. That is a reason why you noticed, remembered, and saw it. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, I don't know, say, I don't know if y'all get them, but whatever is indigenous to your area. So, we get these white butterflies in the spring sometimes. Um, when I see it, it makes me think of my godmother, because it was the one time I saw it was in her yard. I forgot who passed. I think it was my stepmom, but I just remember seeing it and thinking of that particular person. Now, I didn't assign that to that person, but if I said, Spirit, show me one of those white butterflies, that lets me know or it could be a moth. I don't know, but it's very pretty. Let me know. That's when you let me know that person is around me. Whether I see it real life on the screen, you know what I'm saying, in a book, on social media, whatever. I know when I see that image, that person is near me. You know what I mean? Their energy is with me. You can program your spirit guides to give you those signs that you need. Um, it'll help you to know that spirit is near and communicating with you. I mean, more spirit. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming, and ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. Tell me more spirit. And then we're going to be out of here. It's had heart opening and listening. Listen. Opening your heart center and listening to your intuition will always lead you in the right direction. You now have the opportunity to let down the walls you created from past wounds. Let your light shine from your heart to experience what the universe has always wanted for you. So I feel like that's the likely outcome with the Chariot and the Six of Coins. I feel like somebody's heart is more open than it was. I feel like just been some situations, or whatever that situation they had to let go may have caused that pause, that stuckness, but that's a wrap. All right, tell me more. Soul, family, and strength. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore your soul's connection. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. So, yes, talk to your spirit guides about your soul family so that you connect with the right people. Put yourself in the right position. You know what I'm saying? And show love to yourself. Okay, bottom of the deck. Humanitarian service. Your soul longs to joyfully serve. Being of service is a huge calling. That is honorable and satisfying. Y'all gotta forgive me with these cards, all these damn capital letters. How are you being called to serve humanity? Serve with grace and humility to assist those that cannot help themselves. Be an advocate, a confidant, and an inspiration along the way. So some of y'all are being called to serve. Like, some of y'all love language is acts of service, and spirit saying that's what you need to be doing. And sometimes you just gotta show somebody how much that you care about them, how much they mean to you. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and I don't feel like this is for everybody. Maybe this person needs to do that for you. If you've already done it, then maybe it's their turn. That's what I'm getting. Like, sometimes it's not about you doing more. It's about you also receiving service and allowing service to hit you. Because position of authority is there. So you could be the feminine energy, the elder, that is of a high authority, that deserves to be treated right, treated nicely, you know, or treated to a treat, so to speak. Take it how it resonate, y'all. If it don't resonate, it's cool. You know, I have to take it, but you have to put it where it go. Like, what makes sense for you, right? Are you the feminine energy? Are you the masculine energy? Are you the emperor, or are you an observer? Like, what, you could be cross watching and knowing somebody's situation, and this is how it's going down. It's cool. You just, like I said, I don't really discriminate that way. So you take it how it resonate. I just appreciate you viewing the story, and if it is helpful to you, great. That's all I want it to be. Is that it'll be a healthy, helpful, healing message. Okay, healthy, helpful, and healing. All right, I'm gonna bid y'all adieu. Y'all take it how it resonate. I just feel like there is going to be some problems that will get resolved, or you have to work on it, or that person that we may be talking about has to resolve it. this person is going to have to persevere, and they're going to have to be flexible. Whether they like it or not, it doesn't matter. Flexibility and asking for help denotes a maturity that they have not possibly exhibited in the past, especially with that page of coins in reverse. This person has experienced a lot of bad news and been lost in direction. Spirit said that time is over now. Whatever chapter they closed in the past energy is like they trapped that Peter Pan in the past, and now they're in adult mode or mature mode. I don't know how you want to put it. But yeah, somebody's on the verge of next steps in their life, and it just seems a bit more focused and more driven, right? So that's your message. I appreciate y'all coming. Oh, thank you, Kiki. Thank you, Lati. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Black Cherry. Thank you for everybody who did show up and watch the live. I appreciate your views, your time, your energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in the meantime, in between time, y'all, peace.